Alright, so in today's video, I want to discuss the players in the NBA I would give $30 million to, otherwise known as the max contract. Now, there are a total of 20 guys technically who are getting paid $30 million, and I'm going to add two more. The one I'm going to add is Damian Lillard because he's getting paid $29 million, which is basically $30 million. So I'm going to put him in the list, and Andre Drummond, who has a player option this year worth $30 million. So the first one we're going to discuss is Andre Drummond. Would I give Andre Drummond $30 million? As a Detroit Pistons fan, I would have loved to have paid him, kept him here. Now we're going to rebuild and see if we get LaMelo Ball or whatever in the draft. But, I mean, at the time, I would have gave him that money. But now, in the offseason, if Drummond comes up, if I'm a general manager, Drummond comes up to me and says, hey, $30 million or I'm leaving, I'm not giving Andre Drummond $30 million. I will only give it to him in the Pistons scenario when we needed him. But now that if I'm building a team, I mean, no, I don't need Andre Drummond. And Damian Lillard, 100% absolutely. He's the best point guard in the NBA right now because Curry is hurt, and Curry's the best. So if Curry's not there, you could argue for Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, but I would give it to Damian Lillard just because he's just carrying this Portland team. It reminds me of when Allen Iverson was in the league and he carried the 76ers to one NBA championship. I hope one day Damian could do that. But would I pay Damian Lillard $30 million? Absolutely. So the next guy, Paul Millsap, hex to the no. You're worth anywhere between $15 to $20 million, if that. Paul Millsap. He fits well with the Denver Nuggets, but me personally, no way I'm giving him a max contract. Paul George of the Los Angeles Clippers. Yeah, he's a cool number two. Like the scenario he's in right now. Kawhi's the number one. He's the number two. If he, if I could pay another dude $30 million, him $30 million as well, I would do that. So Paul George, absolutely. Chris Middleton, this is a wait and see one because we got to see how he performs this year in the playoffs. And, we haven't really seen him come up big yet. And this year, he's finally getting his opportunity to come up big. Late in games, are you going to give Giannis the ball? No, you're going to give Chris Middleton the ball in the playoffs. So if he comes up big, then yeah, in the playoffs, if he comes up big, I'll give him $30 million. But right now, no, I just want to see a little bit more out of him. He's 26 years old, about to turn 27. So, he's a wait and see dude, but I'm close to getting him that. Kyrie Irving, I'm not about to go into detail on this one, but absolutely not Kyrie Irving. I would not give him $30 million, not $20 million, not $5 million. Kyrie Irving is coming nowhere near my basketball team. Next, we have Mike Conley, Utah Jazz point guard. He regressed a lot this year. Unfortunately, one of the guys, he's been battling out west, trying to get himself a chip back in the Memphis days with him, Gasol, Zebo, Zach Randolph, you guys know him. If they had Tayshaun Prince for a while as well. But would I give him $30 million? Unfortunately, no. He's 32 years old. He's falling off a bit. He's still a starting caliber point guard, but he's no longer the max contract player that he used to be. Gordon Hayward, another guy, no. Before the injury, yes, because he was getting to the point where he was becoming a real star, and then he got injured, and then he is what he is now, a good role player. So, no, but before the contract, yes, I would give it to him. Kemba Walker, interesting. I would say, yeah, I would give Kemba $30 million, Unfortunately, he's been, on the Charlotte Hornets for most of his career, so we haven't really seen him come up big yet. But this year with Boston, I'm pretty sure he's going to come up big in the playoffs. So, yes. Klay Thompson, yeah, no debate at all. Kawhi Leonard, no debate at all. Absolutely, Kawhi. You can have $40 million if you want to come on my basketball team. Jimmy Butler, honestly, no. Honestly, no, because with the Chicago, I've seen him lead two teams so far. I've seen him lead the Chicago Bulls. He failed there as a leader. I've seen him lead the Minnesota Timberwolves. Couldn't even get them to the playoffs. I've seen him try to lead the Philadelphia 76ers, and he got close with Philadelphia. I give him that. But he got Game 7 by Kawhi Leonard. What else? So, and this year he's currently on the Miami Heat. I don't see them. I see them losing to a team like Toronto in the second round of the playoffs. So, Jimmy Butler, honestly, no. I would give him, anywhere from $20 million to $27 million. That's about it. I'm not giving him the max though. Tobias Harris, he played on my Detroit Pistons as well. He was pretty good here, but Tobias, he's a player who's just a pretty good player all around. So, he's fine. Again, another guy who I would go anywhere from 15 to like $25 million, but $30 million, no. Blake Griffin, he's on my Detroit Pistons currently. No, I would not give Blake Griffin $30 million. He's too injury prone. Every single season I watched of him, he's come down with some hamstring, some leg injury. I just don't trust Blake Griffin to stay healthy. So, no, I'm not giving Blake Griffin the max contract. Kyle Lowry, yeah, Kyle Lowry, I would give Kyle Lowry that just because we seen him last year be, I know Kawhi was like on the floor, he was the best player, but the leader of the Toronto team is this dude, Kyle Lowry. He's the staple of their franchise. He's the dude. Kyle Lowry, solid player, man, all around. So happy to see that you got an NBA championship, even though I don't really like the Raptors like that. But Kyle Lowry, I would give him $30 million. LeBron, no question. James Harden, no question. Kevin Durant, no question. John Wall. This is, again, a wait-and-see dude coming off an injury. According to their team, he's been getting really better with his shooting because he couldn't any dunking, athleticism, running up and down the floor doing suicides. He couldn't really do that because of his injury. So they're saying, Washington is saying that he's got way better with his three-point shot. But I'll believe it when I see it. They say every year Ben Simmons is getting better with his three-pointer. They said Andre Drummond was developing a three-pointer. I don't see it when I believe it, So, John Wall, no. Russell Westbrook, sure, I would give it to Russell Westbrook. Chris Paul, he's led his team this year. I don't know how many more years of greatness we have out of Chris Paul, but if he can, give me 2-3 more years of greatness, then sure, I'd give him $30 million. And Stephen Curry, obviously $30 million. So let me know what y'all think about this list, man. I think it's a pretty good. The top 22 who are getting paid $30 million. I added in Drummond because he's about to be getting paid $30 million, and Damian $29 million is basically $30 million. So let me know what y'all think. I think this is a pretty good, fair list. You could argue for guys like Jimmy Butler, Chris Middleton. You could argue for a few guys on here, Tobias, I guess, but this is my personal list, just from my knowledge of the game. So let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I'm out.